So last week we took a look at this thing, the MG MG3, and we figured out that it was okay, but it wasn't at the same time, which was kind of confusing. But today we're looking at a much more interesting car from the same company. And that is this thing, the MG X-Power SVR from 2005. Now this thing has 385 horsepower stock, 376 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs a very, very hefty 3,400 pounds. Well, nearly. But today, we're going to take a look at this thing. So, off the bat, styling is already much, much better than the MG3. The headlights kind of intrigue me, but the back of it is very much race car-like. It's actually really, really nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. It's kind of plain and basic, really, and if you're looking for Forza Vista, this thing is an automatic, and it only has a whopping 4 gears stock. But let's go ahead and take a little bit of a drive. So here we are over a custom upgrade. So we're going to go straight over to conversion because firstly we can put in a single turbo, twin turbos, or a positive displacement supercharger. Not bad. But if we go over to engine swaps, then there's a lot. That is a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different engine swaps. Actually, no, wait, is that 7? Yeah, it is. Okay, I had to do some quick maths for a second. Oh boy. We've got a 6.2 litre V8, we've got a 5.2 litre V8, we've got a 7.7 litre V12, hello, a wonderful little racing 3 litre, an 8.4 litre V10 out of the Dodge Viper, we've got a racing 7.2 litre, and we have a 6.1 V12. Ooh, I definitely think we're going to come back to this one. And maybe this one too. But for the meantime, we're going to go ahead and probably just put a little bit of a twin turbo onto here, and we're going to go ahead and probably make that thing all-wheel drive, because what we're going to do first is go and race this thing. But before we do that, this thing happens to sound very, very nice with a couple of different exhausts. In fact, here, have a listen. That one is my favourite, so we're going with it. But let's go ahead and put in a little bit of an air filter. That takes us up to 570 brake horsepower. And let's see, we'll probably go for some decent tyres as well. We go up to... okay, once again, we're going to have to go up to sport tyres. Okay, then. We'll go with 245s at the front. And we'll go all the way up to 315s. Oh. That's a lot of tyre. So after some upgrading, we're at A799 with a 570 horsepower, but next we need to go and take a look at the paint. So if we go to manufacturer paint colours, we can see we've got a lot. We've got an orange, we also have a very dark red, which does look nice. We have a slightly lighter red, which is also very nice. We've got this interesting little mustard yellow. We've got a very deep green. We have a very nice blue. I do like that colour. That is... ooh, I might stay with that. We've got a black, which makes this thing look absolutely evil. We've also got a silver, well, silvery grey, and we have a white. I think I'm going to start off by going with this, because it just looks nice. And away we go. Let's see what this thing can do. Just had to make a few minor alterations to some gears, because the stock ones with the upgraded gearbox are absolutely horrible. Let's go ahead and see. If we get on the brakes early... that's... yeah, okay, that's a pretty decent actually. I was about to say that might have been too early, but nope, we're good. Let's see. Oh dear. On past the RX-7. We're up into third already. Make that second. Make that first. Oh dear, that was too much. Oh god, off the wall. There we go. Nope, we are still actually in first with quite a big amount of distance. This is only an A-class. Wow. This is actually a really, really nice car. Alright. Let's see if we can hold this to the end of the race. Okay, we're halfway through and we've still somehow kept a first. Which is actually interesting. Look at the gap. Excuse me? The gap between the driver tires and myself. It's still there, but there's... oh wow, okay. We're just getting up to some tight little twisty bends up here, so we'll see how the MG X-Power handles this. Let's see, does it do well if you keep an eye on where those driver tires are? Yep. We passed the first one without any hassles. What can we do with this little chicane part up here? Takes it like a champ. Beautiful. And up into this little bit. Yep. And this thing's really good. I'm surprised. Actually, really, really surprised. Okay, 95%. Let's see. Can we cross the line at speed? 150 something. Not too bad. But the most important thing is we finished in first. Nice. I'm starting to like this car already. So now we go and make this thing into a drag build. Now there is a whole heap of engines we can use for this one. Now a lot of people will probably use this one for torque, but I am torn between the 6.1 litre and the 7.7. Let's see, what gives us better stats? 7.7 litre V12. Okay, we'll go ahead, throw some twin turbos in that to fully upgrade it and make that into our drag build. So here we are now with 1,300 brake horsepower in this thing, and I know it can do more. But we're going to go ahead, line up, let's see. Oh my god, this thing is so powerful. Right, and away we go. Let's see, it doesn't have much to beat, it's just got to be 170 from last week. But oh, this thing is fast. And that is 201 through the camera, and it feels like it just wants to keep on going. Oh my god. oh dear. Oops. That was not meant to happen. So, in the knowledge that this thing can go even quicker, I'm deciding we're going to go with the racing 7.2 litre V8. Now, I could go with a whole heap of these other engines, but I reckon that this is the one that has the most potential for just a hideous amount of power. So, let's go ahead and upgrade this. We'll go ahead and throw on some twin turbos and do all of the above work needed for this thing. Let's go and see just how quick it is out on the open road. Although, thankfully, not with the drag tyres. Otherwise we would be all over the place. So here we are now over at the motorway with 1,356 brake horsepower. Let's go! Oh, that's a lot of wheel spin off the line. This thing is honestly crazy amounts of fast. In fact, just look at that acceleration from where we are, up to 200 already. Honestly, this thing feels like it could have an extra 2, 3, 4... It could have the full 10 gear gearbox and just keep on going. This has so much power behind it. Even my current tuning is preventing this thing from going quicker. So let's just change that a minute. So with the gears altered, we're going to go ahead and floor it once again. We're back up to 240 miles an hour, and we've still got the downhill stretch left to go, which is just ahead of us. Let's see. This thing is getting quicker and quicker and quicker. In fact, it has surpassed what it was able to do back there at 250 something. And we are nearly at 260 going into the downhill. So as we come up now to the downhill, where our wonderful little stretches here that we use, completely stumbling over my words, oops, that was a hit of a car. Hold on. Right, let's keep that one going, and let's try for a second attempt at this, and nearly 270. Oh dear, oh that went wrong, or did it? I can't quite tell. But nearly 270 miles an hour out of this thing. That is mad. That is actually crazy. This thing is fantastic. Now, I would usually go and change up everything, like let's go and put a different engine in it, or let's go and put some tyres on it. But I think we're going to go ahead and drift this thing with this exact engine and this entire setup because, well, I think this thing's going to be extremely good at it. So let's go ahead and start lining ourselves up for our wonderful drift zone down here. This thing is going to be mental. It's going to be... Whose idea was it to put Horizon Arcade here? I will get back to that later. Let's see, 32,000 points on the first run, although I did end up hitting the edge or something. So if we get a good run up at this thing, I really reckon this thing could do extremely, extremely well. Yes, be quiet about Horizon Arcade. I'll deal with that later. Ow. This thing has too much grip. Okay. I might actually have to go and put... Actually, no. I was about to say I might have to go put drift tyres on it, but I know something we can do. Okay, let's give this another attempt with that new little drift setup, and honestly, yep, it was worth it. It was really worth it. That is 39,000 points on attempt... Take 2, attempt 1, kinda. But let's go and see what can we do on this one.
Horizon Arcade will begin soon.
I'm just going to ignore that. There we go. Let's see, 40,000. I will happily take that, because that is on par with the wondrous little Ruling Sunshine. If you remember that from a couple of weeks ago, let me know. But this thing is... it's something else. This car is honestly perfect. It is fast, it certainly can drag race. In fact, I'm half tempted to slap drag tyres on it and just floor it down here at 1,400 brake horsepower. Who knows, I might go do that. But this thing is honestly absolutely crazy. It is a car pass car, so if you're a car pass holder, definitely go and pick this thing up, because it is definitely worth your time, and it's just perfect in every single way I can think of, really. It's wonderful, actually wonderful. Alright, so I just want to check something very quickly, and with drag tyres, this thing comes in at just under the top of S1 with that amount of power. Oh dear. So much like the last video, we're going to go back here and give this one final attempt at a drag strip, but with 1,400 brake horsepower and drag tyres. Oh my... what on earth? This thing is seriously speedy. What? Okay, yeah, definitely get this thing. That is fantastic. Anyway, that is it for this video. So if you like it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Feel free to go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to read them. Try to upload as many as I possibly can. And if you know any interesting facts about this thing, leave it in the comments below, because that'll be interesting for me to go and have a read of. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Tech out. I cannot get over how brilliant this thing is. It's fantastic!